There's no proper introduction to this video because I didn't have time to do it afterwards, so we're just gonna jump into the tutorial, and I'm gonna start off with moisturizing my face. You can use any moisturizer you have already, just make sure that you moisturize, especially if you have dry skin, because you don't want that foundation to look weird on the skin. I usually don't prime. I don't know why, I just haven't found a really good primer that I liked, but I just go into the foundation after the moisturizer, and I'm mixing the MAC foundation and the Maybelline foundation like always. The reason why that the Maybelline foundation is in a different container than the original one is because usually the Maybelline foundations don't have a pump to it, and the Lancome foundation I used to have before is all gone, and so I just dumped the Maybelline foundation in there and I have a pump. So yeah, I usually use these two foundations all the time because they give me the coverage that I want, and they're not, I mean, combined together they're not really my skin tone color, but it's pretty close to it. And I just apply that with the Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I just drag that down to my neck because we don't want that awkward separation of your actual skin and the foundation. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20, which is Sand Stable. I put that all under my eyes, on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. I really like going heavy with the concealer under my eyes because I've been having really bad under eye circles, and this concealer honestly covers them up pretty good without having to do like 2 layers or, you know. So I just really like this concealer, and it blends out so nice, and I just think it looks really good. I also make sure that I put concealer on my eyes because that is what I use for priming my eyes before going in with shadows. I do this all the time. It works the same as with any eyeshadow primer, but yeah, I just really like that technique. And then I'm going in with the translucent powder by e.l.f., baking my under eye area. I usually do it right away just because I don't want my concealer to crease. And I also put the powder everywhere else that I applied my concealer. And then this is a little trick that I do so that my bronzer and contour isn't all sloppy. I usually put this under, like, by my jawline, blow the powder by my jawline, so that I can have like a guideline to where I would put the contour and bronzer. Because I've seen those Instagram trends where you have to like put tape and blah blah. I just think it's so ridiculous, and it's not necessary. You can do the exact same thing with like powder. Powder can be your guideline, and you don't have to put nasty tape on your skin because then it'll rip your foundation off. Like, I just don't get it. But yeah, this is what I do. It comes out pretty even. If it comes out sloppy for some reason, you can always go back in with more translucent powder and clean it up a little bit, and you'd still get a pretty nice contour. So now I'm going in with a smaller, well, a blending brush, and I'm contouring my nose a little bit. I don't really do this all the time, but I was just like, what the heck. But yeah, I use a cool toned brown because I don't want it to look messy and sloppy. And now I'm mixing those two blush shades. They're like, one of them is a peach color and the other one is like a very light coral. I really love combining those two together, especially for summer. They're just super nice and not too pink, not too coral. I just think it's like a really good combination of blushes. And so I'm just cleaning off my brush a little bit so that I can take off the excess powder that I have all over my face. And what I do is I dip the brush in a little bit of more translucent powder, and then just wipe everything away. So then I'm going in with highlighter. I lost my Becca highlighter for some reason. I honestly have no idea where it is. Like, I've been looking for it since last week and I still cannot find it. So I just took that highlighter from that Baked Sculpting Trio by Sephora that I always used with the e.l.f. fan brush. And now I am going in with a Stippling blending brush and taking that pink shade from the Baked Sculpting Trio, just to make that my transition color. And then I'm gonna go in with a Morphe blending brush, and I'm gonna go in with that pink there in the palette. Honestly, any baby doll pink would work, even if it's a blush. You can use blushes, eyeshadows, whatever you want for eyeshadows. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be from an eyeshadow palette or a single shadow. You can use anything as an eyeshadow. So I'm just going darker with the pinks. It doesn't have to be pink, you guys. Like, I've already done a pink look on my channel, but I am still trying to like find new things to do, and I honestly haven't been playing with colors that much, and I honestly have never tried pink on my eyes before, and I've honestly really been liking it. But I'm pretty sure that for my next video I'm going to be doing something a little bit more different, using colors you can actually use on a daily basis. And so I'm going in with the concealer and a flat brush to put the concealer on my eyes, because I'm going to be going in with a shimmery eyeshadow and I really want the colors to pop. At first I wanted to do a cut crease with this, and that's why I'm like so precise with where I applied my concealer, but then I ended up not liking it, and I just ended up applying the eyeshadow and blending it to the actual crease color. I've never done a cut crease before, and I still want to practice because I don't want to show you how, I would do it now, because I honestly have no idea how to do it. So I'm going to be practicing for a little bit, and once I feel like it's perfected or almost perfected, I will definitely do a video with a cut crease. So then I'm taking pink Moscato. It's a Morphe single shadow. This color is honestly so amazing. It's like a champagne pink color. I don't know how else to explain it. It's so pretty, and it's so shiny. And so I took a little bit of powder because I knew that I was going to get fallout, and I didn't want it to fall directly onto my under eye area. So what I do is I put a lot of powder under my eyes so that I can just brush it off at the end, and I won't have like shimmer all over my under eye area. And then I am taking another Morphe single shadow. It is called Mysterious. It's like a very nice cranberry color. It has some copper in it, but it's more cranberry than copper. And I'm going to be putting that on the outer corner of my eye. I concentrated pink Moscato on the inner corner because I wanted it to go like light to dark. And then I ended up going in with my finger because I didn't like how it was coming out with the brush. I just feel like with these shadows, when you apply them with your fingers, you get so much more pigment, and it's so pretty. With my fingers, I am making sure that I am blending the two colors together, because you don't want an obvious separation of colors. Especially when it comes towards the center of your lid, you get this awkward line that separates the light from the dark. So I really make sure that I blend that out. And now I'm going to repeat the same process on the other eye. So then I curled my eyelashes and put mascara on, and I applied my false lashes. I have already filmed a tutorial all about false lashes, and it should be up by tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. It's something I've been wanting to do for quite some time because I always get asked how and like what you can do to apply them without going blind or poking your eye out with tweezers and stuff like that. So yeah, that should be up by this week. And now I am taking that darker pink shade that I used on my crease and just blending it on my lower lash line. I wasn't really precise with this because I wanted a blown out look, and so I was just sloppy with it. And then after that, I am going to apply mascara on my lower lash line. And I wanted to incorporate glitter in this, but I didn't know what to do, so I was just like, you know what, I didn't have any highlight on, so might as well put some glitter on my cheekbones. For some reason, this part is obviously not necessary. I was just trying to see if it looked okay or not, so I was just like, you know what, screw it, let's do it. Because, you know, I want to be the highlight of your day. I'm taking that stippling blending brush and applying the glitter on my cheekbones. Like I said, this part is so unnecessary, you don't even have to do it, but I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with this. And after you are done putting the glitter wherever you want to put it, you are complete with the look. I really hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you guys next time and have an amazing